Today, you may have a little T-square hangover after yesterday's peak with the Sun and Mercury aspecting Saturn and Uranus. I'll say a few words about that, but let's focus on Mars and Venus in Virgo this week. Check out my video called Tensions Rise to learn more about last weekend's T-square. If you let your stress get the best of you yesterday and said something you wish you could take back, I'm sure you're not alone. Just apologize and make amends. In the process, you might have become more aware of some issue that's well past due to attend to, so get to work on that now. And speaking of work, just a few days ago, Mars moved into Virgo, where it joins Venus, who's just ahead in the same sign by a few degrees. This highlights a time over the next couple of weeks when we can focus on taking actions to make improvements, to come to the defense of, or assist someone repair something that's broken. And that might not just be a physical thing. It's a time when we have a little more energy to take care of the day-to-day business that we've fallen behind on and to cross a few things off our to-do list, which I'm looking forward to. Virgo by nature is an unsettled energy. This makes it productive, but it also doesn't help it feel calm and centered. Mars in Virgo tends to come with a fair amount of irritation. Again, this feeling helps it take action, but it can also lead to moments of frustration and annoyance that have us impatiently acting out in ways that lead to conflict. Maybe a coworker needs help and we jump in to take care of the problem, even though we don't want to and aren't really resourced ourselves. We have to ask, if we're helping, in quotes, but we're pissed off and really don't want to, are we really helping? With Virgo energy, we want to make sure our helpfulness or useful advice is coming from a clean place inside, a place of sincere giving, and not begrudging or critical indignation. Mars in Virgo might incline us more toward the latter, so we'll have to make extra effort to stay conscious in this area. Well, that's a bit on Mars, but what about Venus in Virgo? In Virgo, Venus helps us beautify by tidying up, organizing, or clearing out the clutter. If you've wanted to do a Marie Kondo treatment on your home space, this could be the perfect time. Although with its emphasis on purging and clearing out, Venus in Scorpio is maybe the better alignment with that particular part of the intention. In Virgo, we focus more on organization of the space. For instance, putting small objects into little boxes that hide our clutter, creating some clean lines and white space in our rooms so that they feel more calm and pleasant. Venus in Virgo can skew our attention toward the perfection of beauty, so we may need to exercise a little restraint there. Since Virgo is always unsettled, because there's always more to do and more improvements to make, at some point we need to just stop and take in some Pisces wisdom that everything is also just fine as it is. Finding a balance between these two energies could be the key to you feeling calm and centered instead of completely off balance, swimming in an irritation stew of your own making. On Tuesday, August 3rd, Venus in Virgo will form a trine to Uranus, opening the potential for breakthrough and even flashes of artistic genius. In Earth signs, we can tap into this energy constructively and tangibly. In other words, we're likely to use these energies in the material plane, taking practical steps towards some kind of improvement, or maybe even welcoming new connections with people in our life. Uranus here can bring an experience of liberation or breaking free from something related to the Venus realm. And if we're in an artistic process, it could be interesting to experiment with symmetry versus asymmetry. And we might find that intentionally disrupting the flow in some way leads to a new direction that's ultimately more harmonious. So let's hold some space for that potential this week too. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's astro message. If you could pause for a moment and hit the like button, that will help me out with the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe to my channel while you're there if you haven't already. If you're new to astrology and you've been mystified by the ephemeris or don't even know what that is, we have a webinar just for you this weekend with psychological astrologer Greg Bogart. Greg will be showing you how to use the ephemeris to align your daily actions with the planetary energies as you do your scheduling and planning. Tune in live on August 14th or watch the replay afterwards. You can register through our event calendar at astrologyuniversity.com/events. Well, thanks for tuning in today, and until next time, take good care.